Hey everyone, I'm Josh from before. This is a very special day. I'm holding in my hands for the first time a physical copy of my comic book, Drop Shadow, Graphic Design Vigilante, Issue 1. And on the day that I'm posting this video, I'm launching a Kickstarter to fund a small print run of physical copies of the book. Drop Shadow Issue 1 contains 32 pages of original art. It was a collaboration between myself and my two filmmaking partners, Wilson and Danny. Danny you probably already know as Galactic Geek if you've seen me hanging out with him, and if you've seen his toy channel, you're already familiar with him. These are the guys I made Spawn Dreamhouse with. We pretty much do all our collaborations together. Drop Shadow is a story of a graphic designer named Matt Finish, whose passion for art and design inspires him to spend his nights patrolling Canvas City as the vigilante hero, Drop Shadow. During his artistic adventures, he faces off against a rogues gallery of art and design themed villains, like the Jester of JPEGs, Comic Sans, and the colorblind cat burglar, Heather Gray. Now, when I first conceived of this project, creating a comic book, I was partly doing it to motivate myself to learn how to use the digital art app Procreate on iPad, and given that I am a bit of a multimedia artist myself, not just illustration, and just in case the art wasn't turning out maybe as well as I wanted it to, I decided to pad the book with additional content, which I think makes sense for the medium. Comic books are full of advertisements. Sometimes you'll see gallery art where it's alternate cover designs. So I enlisted the help of my friends and we created a lot of supplemental material, world-building material for the back of the book. Stuff like this 2-page retro-inspired toy ad that I've been showing you glimpses of, like if you saw my City Dio tour, if you saw my custom Drop Shadow action figures video, that you've seen glimpses of this. I had some friends of mine come up with their own Drop Shadow art and submit guest art in a variety of different formats that you can see here. We have pages like this that feature behind the scenes conceptual artwork. We even made a fake poster for an MCU style live action Drop Shadow movie. I'll give you a sneak peek at a couple of these splash pages that feature side characters. Heather Gray, the colorblind cat burglar who uses her lasso tool to steal colors, and Phil Stroke, who uses his airbrush to surf through the air. It is a superhero comedy, and it's a genre parody in the style of The Tick or Chew from Image Comics. It takes place in a highly themed universe, and it follows a character with a dramatic sense of self-importance who's also fond of alliteration in a very Adam West kind of way. So this is my first comic book. It's also my first Kickstarter. And in the spirit of keeping it simple, we're starting out with just 2 tiers. You get a high-quality digital copy or the physical copy. And if you back the physical tier, you can add on additional copies of the book at a discounted rate without additional shipping costs. So if you want more than one, that option is there for you as well. I have run the math to try to make this a modest, achievable goal. I know not every person who watches From Before Figs is going to be a crossover Kickstarter supporter. That's totally fine. We will meet our goal if 200 people back the physical copy tier. And if we go past that goal, there will absolutely be stretch goals, maybe some additional tiers down the road with From Before Figs fans in mind. So stay tuned for more information on that front. You know that I'll be keeping you posted. I'll be showing you more updates, more behind the scenes content. We'll take an even longer in-depth look at this book once the campaign ends. I'll sort of record like a director's commentary kind of video and walk you through what was going on in my head when this was being created. I know this is a toy channel and you came here for toy content, and this is a little bit of a departure. But, you know, comics and toys, they go hand in hand. And this is a project that I've been working on personally since before this channel even existed. And it was something I was just going to complete on my own, get a very, very small number of copies like this made just for my own satisfaction. But as the channel started growing, we started hanging out more frequently during the live streams and things like that. And I started sharing the ongoing process of creating this book. Many of you expressed genuine interest and enthusiasm for the concept, for the book, and you inspired me to open up this opportunity to let you out there get your hands on a copy of the book, support this channel, and get some insight into what it takes to become a comic creator yourself. This is my first time doing something like this. I've always been a huge comic fan, very much inspired by independent comic creators like Ben Edlund, Rob Schraub, Jonan Vasquez. Like I said, I know this is a toy channel and this might seem like a separate sort of enterprise, but really this is going hand in hand with the channel. The more opportunities that I have to create the kind of content that I want and not have to work for the man, the more time and energy I have to put into this channel, hanging out with you all, and keeping the party going, you know what I mean? So I do hope you will consider backing the Kickstarter. Like I said, this will be supporting the channel. So even if you're not interested in a copy of the book and you don't want to take away too much from your action figure budget and you just want to have the opportunity to drop a couple bucks, it all helps. And it is all very, very much appreciated. This is a huge deal for me, folks. And your support just absolutely means the world. So I will talk to you all very soon. I'll have a lot more updates to come. And that's all I got. Thanks again, everyone. Bye.